Welcome back. It is Thursday, June 8th in the MLB. Our two favorite picks are on the way. It's Austin, joined by Logan. Let's recap yesterday, a 1-2 day. Let's talk about it. We had Matt McLain and Ellie De La Cruz to get a hit. That parlay smacked in the first inning. I mean, McLain got, I think, a single, and then De La Cruz sent his first home run into the bleachers, like 458 feet. He's going to be electric to watch all year long. Nationals money line did not get it close. They're not going to done. The game was closer than the final score indicated. And then our Red Sox Guardians Nerfy did not hit. Red Sox scored in the first inning for the first time in like a month and almost a half of a month. Whatever. Hey, not much we can do there. We did say we like the Coors Field Nerfy, and of course our lean hits, but hey, we can't track leans towards the record. Now, let's dive in our favorite plays today. I do want to talk about DraftKings real quick. If you want to build up some bankroll, if you're a new user, you can just deposit $5 on there and you get $200 in bonus bets. How do you do it? Sign up at our top link in the description, deposit and bet $5. You get $200 in bonus bets instantly to use on the MLB, or you can use on Game 4 of the NBA Finals, which our video will be live later on tonight with our favorite picks there. But Logan, heard you got to play for the people. What's it going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to the scene of the crime yesterday in this Nationals Diamondbacks game, and I'm taking the Nationals team total over 3.5 total runs in this one. Minus 110 odds on DraftKings is currently your best value. Now, if this sounds like another chapter in Was Logan a Day Early experiment, yes, it is exactly what I'm doing in this one, because I was surprised. I watched a decent amount of that Nationals game yesterday, and as Austin mentioned, the final score was closer, or it didn't look as close as it really was. It was really mostly a one-run game, and then the Nats bullpen kind of petered off there. But I was surprised and annoyed with the Nats' inability to hit Zach Davies yesterday. And you know what? If you were watching the game, you would understand why. Because you had a bunch of Nationals hitters swinging in the dirt. Why do they have to swing in the dirt, though? Because the umpire, which I normally don't complain about, was calling really low strikes, and Zach Davies feasts in the bottom part of the strike zone. So naturally, these hitters had to cover a part of the plate that they didn't want to, and Zach Davies just absolutely cooked them. But today they faced Merrill Kelly, right? And I have a sense that they're going to hit around Merrill Kelly because why? Baseball works in weird ways. You get a pitcher with a low ERA because Zach Davies had a high ERA and they couldn't hit him. But I guarantee you they were able to hit Merrill Kelly. 2.8 ERA and a 1.08 whip on the year for Merrill Kelly. Look at his expected ERA, though. 3.83. I see some regression opportunities coming for Merrill Kelly. I think that ERA is going to be closer to 4 when all's said and done. Look, I know he's a good pitcher and he's got good metrics as far as strikeouts, but this line a lot of the parts about this line feel off because last time he faced the Nationals, 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, and 10 strikeouts. Absolutely cooked the Nationals. Kelly's strikeout line is only set to 4.5 today. And his last 4 starts, look at what he's done. 8, 10, 4, and 9 strikeouts. He soared over this line in 3 out of 4 starts. So you tell me, why is his strikeout line only 4.5? Barely juiced on the over. Maybe it gets juiced throughout the day. I don't normally touch K props, but if I were to just line read a K prop, I'd say, give me the under all day long. Well, the Nationals will round back into form today because they are first in strikeouts. They're a team that is really good at not swinging a miss. That's why yesterday it really annoyed me that they were swinging at really bad pitches that Zach Davies was throwing. I was like, these hitters are better than that. I was venting to Austin. I was like, these are guys normally I don't see swing outside of the zone. They were just reaching their bat out, just really lazily swinging yesterday. So I'm hoping today they bounce back more into form that they are. Washington's hitting 263 at home this year, which is a really solid batting average. After only 2 runs yesterday, that's all they could muster up for me. I see the live average is going our way today, and then being able to get some hits and runs up on Merrill Kelly for sure. If you look at these Nats hitters, they faced Kelly before. You got Candelario hitting 3. He's 3 for 6 versus Merrill Kelly. He absolutely annoyed me yesterday. You can't be in the 3 spot and go 0 for and expect to run opportunities. So Candelario naturally is due a bounce back today. Garcia 2 for 3 with a home run against him, and Thomas 1 for 3. I need all those guys to step up today, especially most of them will be batting in the top half of the order. If whatever happens in the bottom half of the order. But you look at the Nationals yesterday, they had the runners and scoring opportunities against the Diamondbacks bullpen. Diamondbacks bullpen, 18th in bullpen ERA. I expect there to be some run opportunities late there. I've seen it before, and I've said that there will be run opportunities late in the game. I thought there would be yesterday, and there was. I can't swing the bat for you. All we can ask for is the opportunities, and if the team's good enough to convert those into runs, well, that's kind of what we have to live with the results. But I really do like the Nationals to hit that team total today, and that's going to be my pick on this slate. But Austin, got a player prop for us. What do you got?
Yeah, look, and I love the Nats pick. I think it's a good one. I looked at some Nats hitters. I think they kind of rounded to form. They had, I think, 4 or 5 guys go over yesterday. So those guys are probably going to bounce back with a hit. But normally I'd go to a hit parlay here, but I actually just got a regular player prop. We'll talk about it in 1 second. Now, obviously, this is an early slate, so make sure you get your picks in. This is also going to be a weird slate due to the Canada fires. But, prayers to everyone involved. But a lot of games are getting postponed, so it's kind of weird slate in the MLB, which is why we're kind of going to step back and only do 2 picks today. But my pick is going to be Austin Hayes of the Baltimore Orioles over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. This is minus 125 on DraftKings. Now, if you're on FanDuel, before you go down below and comment, Austin, I can't find this on FanDuel, there's a reason, because FanDuel does not offer this exact prop. So if you're looking for maybe a play that you could pivot to, I don't mind Austin Hayes to record a hit. And the other guy I would probably target would be Freddie Freeman, who plays for the Dodgers. They're in an early start as well, where you look at Austin Hayes, who's going to start around 3:10 p.m. Now, let's talk, but you can also, if you're on Sleeper, you're on PrizePicks, No House Advantage, all those daily fantasy apps all have this play as well if you want to take it there. Now, let's talk about hits plus runs plus RBIs props, because obviously I like Hayes to get a hit, and he could cash this with 2 hits. He could cash with a home run. He could maybe get a sac fly. He could get walked and get a run. There's so many pathways to victory here. Whereas if you're taking like a 2+ bases for Austin Hayes, he has to get hits or else you're not have no chance. So I really like this, and you're only getting minus 125 on DraftKings. Not too juiced. I'd play it to right around minus 140. Now, let's also talk about why we are on this one. And honestly, Logan and I were very close to taking Orioles on the money line, but I rather like this because obviously the Orioles can't win unless they score. So hopefully Austin Hayes is helping them out. But the Orioles are a team that's favored. They're on the road. They just lost by 10-2 yesterday, trying to avoid a sweep to the Brewers. So I think they come back here and bounce back. And this is a team that likely needs some production from the top half of the order, where you're going to see a guy like Austin Hayes probably either batting the 1, 3, or 4 slot. I mean, yesterday hitting the 3 slot. Wouldn't be surprised if they switch up their lineup after losing 2 straight and they move Hayes into the leadoff spot. Fine with me either way. Cedric Mullins still injured. Now, you look at so far this season, Hayes batting 305 in the year, one of the better hitters on this lineup, and he's had 4 at-bats in 46 games, and he's recorded 2+ hits plus runs plus RBIs, HRRs, in 30 of those 46 games, 65% of the time. When he sees 5 or more plate appearances, he's done this in 9 of 12 such games. So I think he's going to be up there 4 times, probably guaranteed, unless, they get nearly no hit. But he also could see 5 plate appearances, depending on how the rest of the Orioles lineup does. And look, if you get a guy up there for 5 plate appearances, I'll take my chances with this prop. Now you look at Hayes batting 312 versus right-handed pitchers this season, 363 in day games, and he's going to face a Colin Ray, a righty, in a day game. It's a 310 start. You look at Colin Ray. He's been all right this year. I mean, not great, allowing a 240 batting average, has a 5.26 ERA at home. So I think you're going to have some guys on base, hopefully with Hayes up to bat. Maybe there's a guy on second, an RBI single. Hey, that would easily cash this for us. And then for the final reason, we obviously want to look at the pitches that we're going to see. Now, Ray is the guy that throws 4 or 5 pitches, but normally when he's facing specifically right-handed batters, here's what he's going to see. And Hayes is obviously a righty. Hey, you're going to see Ray throw 42% sinkers, 26% cutters, and 20% fastball. So you see these pitches, Hayes' best pitches on every pitch to hit are going to be the fastball and sinker. He's hitting fastballs at a 472 batting average and sinkers at 357. I mean, those are going to be, 60, 70% of the pitches he's going to see from Ray. He has struggled a little bit versus the cutter, but I still think that a guy like Hayes can do his thing. He can get on base. You also look at, Ray's that he's given a high expected batting average. He's also not great at walking people. So I think there's a lot you go on to Baseball Savant, you see he has a lot of those blue circles as a pitcher. So Ray's definitely a guy that can hit around. I really do think that he can easily get us 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. It's just asking for 2. It could be 2 hits, could be a hit and a run, could be an RBI single. There's so many different ways that we could cash this one. I'll take it for a guy that's going to likely bat in the 3 or 4 slot. And if he bats leadoff, it's even better because he likely gets more plate appearances and probably has a better chance of scoring a run than getting an RBI. But give me that as my favorite play. No hit parlay today. I don't really want to force one. I don't mind a couple guys, but I'd rather go to this. But finally, Logan, I know we can't wave the flags, but we might as well. We don't have a Nerfy today, but heck, I'm waving the flag because I don't care. Let's wave it, baby, because look, the Nerfy slate's just not good one. Yes, yesterday we felt like we didn't necessarily force one. We had 2 strong leans. Naturally, our lean hit and the one we picked didn't, but we don't really like the slate here, and we're never going to force a Nerfy just to have one out there. So tomorrow we'll probably return. These, series haven't been the greatest, so we'll stick to just these 2 plays. We got Nationals on the money line, Austin Hayes on the, not on money line, Nationals team total over 3.5, and Austin Hayes over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. Although Logan, the Nats are winning today. That's just how it works. Now, another play I did consider, I was looking at Alex Cobb of the Giants over in hits allowed, but I'd rather stay away from that. If you want to do a hits parlay there in Coors Field, I don't mind that either. But those are favorite plays of the day, only 2 of them. Let's go 2-0. Let's have a quick and easy +2 unit day nearly, and we'll see you guys back again tomorrow for some more picks. We'll see you guys then. Peace.